Okay, so now that we have buttons and banners created, it's time to go ahead and create our home page. I'm going to follow the directions from the OneNote binder, and hopefully there will not be any changes. So to create a home page, you're basically going to click on Pages from your left navigation. If there were more than one page already created, there would be a button to view all pages, and you would select that now. But since there isn't, go ahead and click plus page. And we're going to name the page. And we're going to name this HRD homepage. Let's try that again. HRD home page. So we're going to go into the rich text editor. That's the text box here. I like to add a space. You could always take it out later. And in the rich text editor, we're going to add a table. Now you could do that by either selecting table from the pull-down menu here or from here. And select table and select your rows and columns. I'm going to use three columns, and I'm going to just go ahead and do 4 rows. You could always insert or delete rows later if you need to. Another note to self is you might want to just count out how many buttons you're going to have on your home page and create your rows and columns based on that number of buttons and banners. So now that I have that, I'm ready to insert my banner. The banner is going to be what's at the top of your page. It's still going to go into the table, but you want one large cell for that. So you're going to select the top 3 cells. You're going to go to Table, Cell, and you're going to merge cells. Now you have one full cell. I also like my banner to be in the center, so I'm going to come over here and choose center. Now that you've done that, and you've already created your banners and buttons, I recommend that that you put them in a folder, someplace where you can find them. And you're going to go to Insert, Image, Upload Image. Now you can either open up your folder and drag them, or you could just click Upload Image by clicking on the rocket. I keep mine on my external hard drive. So I'm going to open that, my passport. I'm going to go to my images folder, and then I have a folder called Buttons and Banners. So here's a course banner right here, and I'm just going to say, actually I'm going to use the UDL banner and say open. That looks good to me. Alt text, you really should start doing this, especially with the state vetting our trainings. So I'm going to say universal design for learning home banner image, and press submit. So now my banner is at the top. I'm going to make my editor bigger so I could see everything. So there you go. So that's where the banner goes. The next thing I'm going to do is select my buttons. Now this is going to be done the same way as the banner. I'm just going to insert an image, upload image, click on the rocket, find my button and say open. Welcome button image for my alt text and click submit. Again, I think I'd rather have this centered. And it's basically what you're doing is you're just creating a table like you would with any other table that you're doing, only you're just inserting images instead of text. You could use the buttons, or you could also insert an image and use that image as a button. So I'm going to go back one. I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to find any image. Stick that in there. And put that in there. Now that's a little bit too big for what I want to do. I do want them to be on scale with my buttons, so you can very easily do that as well. So once you have your images, you could also resize your image by clicking on image options. You want to select custom, and they recommend 300 by 100. So if you use an image instead, that's another way to resize your image. So when you're actually looking at your home page, everything is going to be aligned. The other thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to link these to the pages in your modules. So in order to do that, you select your button. You're going to come over here to the link, and you're going to select course links. Now, because this is a practice, there really aren't a whole lot of things that I have in here. You can link it to this discussion video. Actually, that's not the one I want to use. I'm going to try to use practice page. And then this one, I want to link to the discussion. And that should be, so link options. Let me just see which one this is. So that is linked to the practice page. So once you have that done, and it looks, everything is, all your buttons are there, your links are there, the next thing I want to try to do is delete that border. So I'm going to go to select the whole table and click on Table Properties, Border Width, 0, select Border Style, and I'm going to say None, and click Save. So now you can see there's no lines around it. It's just dashed lines. That shows you still the layout of the table, but there will be no grid lines when you save your page. So now I'm going to say Save. Okay, so that's what my home page looks like so far. I mean, I would probably customize this a little bit more, maybe add a row in between these to spread them out. Maybe instead of center, do right justification on the left column and left justification on the right column. All of that is just a matter of preference. So now that we've done this, we need to actually create the page to make it a home page. So before you can select your home page, you have to set this page as a front page. So you're going to click on Pages. You're going to go to your HRD homepage. It has to be published in order to do this. And you're going to say Use as a front page. Now click on Home to get you back to the main course page. Now, it's still unpublished. I'm going to go ahead and publish it for now. But as you can see, these are your pages, what you have so far here in your module, your left navigation and your right. If you look over here on the right, it's asking you to choose a home page. You have that option there. If you click on that, all you have to choose from Activity Stream, I've never used that, Pages front page, Course modules, Assignment list, or syllabus. I always choose the front page and say Save. And now I have a home page. So when I click on Welcome, it's going to go to that practice page. And I can go back home. And when I go to my AHA, it's taking me to a discussion board. I typically use this home page and use the buttons to go into the different modules. So if you look here under modules, you will see that right now I only have one module, the introduction. Then if I were to create another module and build pages underneath that, if I click on Student View, this is what the students will see. And it will be the same.
Yes, I love technology.
Welcome. Practice page. And go back home. So this is basically how to build the home page and link the buttons to different pages. But as I mentioned before, you're probably going to want to have all your modules and pages built first so that you can link to the different pages once you create this home page. And that's it.